All right, welcome Ann Sanders. Hello world.
Hi,
Paul Tranny here as
guys.
well. Good to see you. Give them a little wave. Hey.
Thanks. All right.
Ann, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
Is this your very first Max, by
It
the way?
is, yeah.
Super exciting. That's awesome. And I want to totally get your opinion on everything. And we are going to dive into we'll work on a project. Is that the plan?
That's the plan.
That's the plan. And so what do you do? What do you like specialize in? I assume you're a designer.
Yes.
Just pretend like we just met.
I would say probably my specialty would be like infographics. But I also do just about everything. I'm getting ready to start a new job.
Oh yeah?
At a small agency in Kansas City. So.
Okay. That's
so
cool.
they do healthcare. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, gotcha. Well, good. Kansas City.
Yes.
Hailing from Kansas City.
That's right.
And you get to, or I get to join you, and we will be at Adobe live streaming in 2 weeks, where we'll have more time with you.
Yes.
Right now we have an hour,
Yes,
which is
only an
awesome.
hour.
So, and yeah, so this will be good. I'm just gonna kind of monitor our chat. We can see right
Okay.
here. Everybody give
Awesome.
Ann a warm welcome because it is her first time on a live stream.
Yes.
And we just really appreciate having you here. So,
Thank you.
oh yeah. So, yeah. All right. How's everybody doing? Paul Weaver, Karen, Sarah, Thomas, Ryan. What's up, Ryan Ford? Good to see you. So good to have you guys here.
Definitely.
And yeah, so essentially you've done a lot of infographics.
Yes.
We're talking, sort of straight up graphic design is your thing. That's like your jam.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Okay.
I try to, branch out. I've got a YouTube channel, but it's about graphic design. So
Yeah, well, and that's like everything's graphic design. It's the design of something that matters. Like and then that could go anywhere. So it can go, turn that into furniture. Put it on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? It all starts like in in like Illustrator, for instance. And speaking of Illustrator, like what do you typically work in?
I would say I'm most comfortable in Illustrator, and close second is probably Photoshop. But for this, I'm going to use almost all Illustrator. So
Okay.
Yep.
Can we see what you got cooking over there? Looks like you got some.
Yes. I will pull up these sketches. I wanted to do a package design of my parents' farm, so I wanted to do a milk carton. And they had, at one point, they had cows, they had chickens, and bees. My dad was a beekeeper.
Bees?
Yeah.
Really?
So I want to kind of combine those three elements to make a logo, and then we can kind of switch that over to a milk carton. But
Okay, gotcha. So it might be a general like farms logo.
Yeah.
Is that the plan? And then we like evolve that into that's like the brand, and then we evolve that into basically a milk carton design. Cool.
Okay. You ready?
All right. I am.
Okay.
I'm ready. I don't really have to. I just get to watch you and be entertained and say hello to Gabby and Sarah and Paul. That's what I have to do.
Hi, Gabby, Sarah, and Paul. It's great that you're here.
Thomas Botcher from Berlin, Germany is joining us as well.
Oh, wow, Germany. That's awesome. Good to have you.
Karen, like so you can kind of do your thing. You can talk through your process.
Okay.
People will ask questions here,
Okay.
Sort of thing. So however you're comfortable working.
Okay, well, I have all the elements that I want to combine into a logo, so I'm just going to live trace these sketches that I did by hand. Or image trace, I mean. That's what I'm gonna do.
Gotcha.
It's a little bit of old school language there, but we'll just do this as a starting point. I'm going to get into the image
And
trace. Yes.
I'm going to do, not to stop you there, but
Yeah.
have you used like Adobe Capture CC, like the mobile app Capture?
I haven't yet.
Okay, so this is, I just want you to just pull up the sketch that's on your desktop.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna, like you just did live trace, this will vectorize
Oh, really?
something as well. So let me just creep in here. This is the illustration page. Cool. Thank you.
Okay,
That's
I'm
all I
excited
needed.
to see. So are we gonna work from that, or are we?
No, you're gonna continue to do what you do, and then we'll just like cut to me as I show something.
That sounds good. Okay, so the parts of this I want to use are this cow, and maybe this chicken over here, and this bee.
Ooh, is this a bee?
So I'm going to go ahead and just expand this to get rid of all the white stuff and all the extra stuff. And we'll just get rid of the white. So I'll select this guy.
Gulchera Ibrahimova is on the line, so just wanted a shout out.
Okay.
So you just did a quick, and you didn't really mess with the settings too much when you did that live trace.
No, I didn't. I bumped up the tolerance a little bit just so I could get a little more black in there. But I'm going to fix these with the probably the pencil tool, and I'll tell you in just a second.
This is fun. So I'm a hardcore, like I use Illustrator. Like I'm a hardcore Illustrator user.
Me too.
So this will be good. We could exchange tips.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to work on a little cow guy. He's a little rough in some places, so I'll just switch over to my pencil tool and kind of clean this up.
Somebody is asking if you have like what your presence is online, if you have a website or whatever.
I have Behance and I've got a YouTube, but that's just graphic design tutorials and stuff like that. Other than that, that's about it. I will get a website up eventually, but right now it's just Behance.
No, I typically say
bad or anything.
No, I typically say, actually, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of redrawing parts of it that are a little rough.
So did you guys know that you could do this, by the way, world, that you're just selecting the line, and then with the pencil tool, you can draw over that same line and basically redraw it. I don't know how many people know that, and you're just like doing it like it's no big deal. People are like, I didn't know you could do that.
It's one of the best ones, I think. So we'll clean him up a little bit. I might not have time to get him absolutely perfect, but I'll get it close. All right, that's probably good enough.
How did you delete all the white?
I just used the wand tool, which is Y, this little Y tool up here.
And what does the wand tool do?
It selects like most of the whitish colors or whatever color you click on. So if I clicked on black, it would get black and the darker grays. And it all depends on what tolerance you have it set at.
Gotcha.
But, so that's selected. Just clicking in that white area selected all of the white, even though it's kind of cut up because of the image trace. And you can just delete it all at once.
Yeah, Tatiana says she didn't know you could do that.
Oh.
So a couple people said that. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Magic wand. I usually do a select same fill color.
Oh yeah, I have a key command set up for that.
Okay.
For the same reason, I use that one all the time. Okay. All right. This chicken has quite a lot of cleanup, but I'll try to make it quick.
Sarah Martineau. Mind blown there. Again, I think it's really cool, the pencil tool, again, just going kind of back to that. Another thing you could use, if we're just talking about tips, do you use the smoothing tool at all?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Isn't there some like option or command
yes,
you can hold down?
If you're on the pencil, then hold down. It should be option.
Okay, it's not.
Let me double check.
I actually have a key command set up for that because I didn't actually know that until recently, so.
And it's only if you have it set up that way. So I will tell you in 1 second.
Maybe that's my problem. Okay.
Yeah, so can you double click on the pencil tool?
Yes.
And then option key.
Oh,
yeah.
I learned something new today.
Yay, we're learning stuff. We're learning stuff. I don't know.
Awesome stuff. Okay.
And just so you guys know out there in online, we are at Adobe Max, and there's about 400 people beyond the cameras watching us. There's like, it goes back pretty far. Everybody's like watching us. Oh, there's a GoPro. I could actually turn this around, but I did just lie to the audience.
I wasn't going to say
and I was kidding. There's really not 400 people stretching into the distance. Sorry, but that's fun. Oops.
All right.
That's fun.
So I'm just gonna like hide him. I use hide and lock all the time. Do you use those?
No, not really. I mean, I definitely lock, but I don't. What do you mean hide? Just like just. Oh no, I don't do that.
So it's just
and you're just
Command
turning
3.
on and off the eyeball, the visibility.
Yeah, but it's not in a layer. Well, actually, it probably is all the way broken down inside there.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Yeah.
But
I know.
I just
this is
hide
interesting.
it, and then I'll select this stuff, and then I can unhide it.
Oh,
and delete all the
so
little,
it's Command H?
It is Command 3.
Command 3.
And then to unhide, it's Option Command 3.
And
that unhides everything. Just like with lock, you do Command 2, and then to unlock everything, it's Option Command 2.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, that's cool. And I'm noticing, there's quite a few Illustrator users that really don't use layers.
I don't use layers at all, unless I am at a job where they need layers. I do it at my job, but not in my own work, for sure. In fact, they kind of mess me up. Like if I open up a file and it has layers in it, I end up accidentally grouping them, and then it combines them onto one layer.
Oh, really?
So two things, and I use grouping all the time too, so it actually works against me. Okay, he's about ready.
Those are looking really good. Like initially with the initial sketch, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, this is not looking very good. This is not looking good. And it looks good.
All
like,
right.
may I never doubt you ever again.
Thanks,
So
thanks.
sharp.
Maybe we can, let's kind of try to kind of match that curve. So
Good.
maybe, and I'll just grab this little piece, put it in top, change it to white. All right. And it's always good to have like the same thickness. I don't have that going on right now, and I might not be able to get around to fixing that, but I'm just going to kind of do this quickly, so otherwise we don't have a lot of time to work on the milk carton.
Yeah, exactly. So the goal here as well is to make this milk carton, use Adobe Dimension, and drop that in the design onto the milk carton. See how that looks.
Yes. Okay.
All right, world. Sorry I was ignoring the chat. Please forgive me. Jer, Sarah, awesome. Scroll down. Jer's like, everybody's having conversations.
Oh, are they? That's awesome.
So and Austin does ask, you already kind of pointed out why you hide elements. It's so you can select other elements. You hit it, and then, because this is what you did, you selected the large element, you hit it, and then you notice all these bits and pieces.
Yeah, and then you can delete them. But if you delete them, you have to use either the group selection tool or the A tool, which is the direct selection tool, one of these two. Because if you use the V tool, it'll see it as a group and it'll delete the whole thing. So you have to use your A or
direct
for me,
selection
G tool, which is group selection. All right.
Catherine Lopez, we want to welcome you as a junior graphic designer. We're so thankful that you are here. Like, seriously, we're doing this for you. Like, you specifically. Oh, there happen to be some other people watching, but for you specifically, Catherine. But no, just for the community, like, you want people to watch.
Yeah,
like, please watch.
Oh man, let me fix that.
So do you guys know about this little dash lines? You add you obviously have rounded the cap, or rounded the
corner
caps and the corners.
Yeah. And then you can, I always just start out with a dash of 3 and a gap of 4, and that usually works pretty well for almost anything I'm doing. So if it's not working, I just change it. It's so easy right there.
Yeah.
My little antenna moved. Okay.
I like it.
Good. I think I'll just redraw this.
So Hassan, this will be archived. It's going to be available on YouTube once we're done. Just FYI.
Awesome.
So you're going to be on the YouTubes, be on the tube.
All right, so our we're about as close as I think I'm going to take this. I would definitely make all of the lines a similar width. I think that's a pretty important thing to do if you're creating logos, but I'm just going to switch over to doing color now. So,
ooh, doing some color, huh?
Yeah.
By the way, you're one of the few people that actually uses a light gray interface for Illustrator.
I know. Everybody likes that dark stuff, but I use that for Photoshop, and I don't know why, but
yeah, it is interesting.
Hold on.
Adobe Dimension actually has that. I think it's actually cool that you can have it as light or dark. Because usually that's a feature that comes later on for the product, but they built it in right away, so you can actually go in and change it to the dark mode.
Okay, very cool. I've got this logo. This is kind of my inspiration board here, and I like the colors from this, so I'm just going to copy this image, and we'll put it in our document. And I'm going to, oh, whoa, what happened to my...
That is fun. And is that just stylistically you're going to reference that?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of use some of the colors and then tweak them to something I like a little better. Okay, so I'm going to do an image trace, which I do not understand. Okay, no, it's fine. Never mind.
You're going to use image trace to grab the colors?
Yes. So we'll do like 16, and it'll do this. Taking a little bit of time. All right. So I'm going to expand now. It's Command E. And now I've got all these colors. So now I can make a color group, which was kind of at the bottom of the swatches. And I like global swatches, so I'm going to have that checked. I'm going to say OK. And now I've got all of these colors over here.
Wait, do that again. What did you click to get all those colors in there?
Just this new color group thing.
So you have a whole illustration selected. New color group puts it all.
It'll give you those 16 colors that image trace, figured out.
You're good.
Thank you.
I love it.
So now we can just delete this.
I've never done that before in my life.
Oh, really?
It's really cool. Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, it's a good way to kind of suck in. You grab the colors that you want from one image. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Throw them in the.
Okay, and now we're going to do some color changing. I think for the beak, I'll do orange. Well, okay. Since this is kind of, whenever I click the orange, it changes that whole chicken image, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to copy, or actually I'm going to cut it. Command X, and then paste in front, and now fill it. So now we have just that color.
Yeah, and you use the direct selection tool for that, right?
That's right.
Cool.
Or actually the group selection. It doesn't matter, either way.
Okay.
For this, I'm going to copy both these things, paste in front, and now change the color to maybe a blue. And hey, will you pull up this real quick? I need it, or by Behance if you want. Okay, do a lighter.
Your Behance website?
Or just where you had this image up there. Oh, that, okay, gotcha. Copy, paste in front.
Okay, let's click back over. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you guys out there.
Okay, maybe we can do this.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I don't recognize them either. David's asking, what are those letters in the lower on your dock? What apps are these?
Oh, actually these are just shortcuts for me, and I put a new icon on them. So that, like, this one is a word counter. It goes out to a word counter online. It's just a web link. This one is a different website. Yeah, most of them are just websites.
Okay.
So
but then you made custom icons?
Yeah, you can just, if you have something on your, I don't know if we have time for this, but.
No, people want to know about this stuff. You'd be surprised.
Let's say you want to change this to some other icon. You have to actually have an ICS file.
ICS.
And you can get those free. All these are free online. So you do Command I, and then you just
back to me now.
Click this. You'll open up the ICS file, copy it, and then paste it. Click this and paste, Command V. And it will change that to the icon.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Very cool.
Okay, for this piece, I need it to be red right here. So I'm just gonna copy that, paste in front, and then kind of like do this. Okay. So this is not gonna have a little bit of a line across it, and that's a good thing. That's something I don't want. So, not quite that far back.
So yeah, you're just using, she's just an Illustrator CC, just answering some questions here while you draw.
Okay, what other colors can I do? And I don't really like all this red. I want it to be more orange, so all I have to do to change all of the colors at once is just double click that, and then I can kind of play around here. Maybe, yeah. It just changes everything.
And again, you went through it pretty fast, but it was a super smooth workflow. Selecting a bunch of colors, bringing all that group of colors directly into the palette, and then you checked global colors for all of them.
Yes, and you don't have to do that. That's just, if you have global colors, you can easily change all of them like I just did for the orange.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That is good.
What color to make this? We'll make that orange too, just for fun.
Yeah. So, and then just kind of recap. Somebody was asking about the creative insight. We started with that basically because you were starting like sort of the objective. But can you expand on it a little bit?
Just as far as like my creative process.
Well, just like the creative process for this, like what sort of look are you going for? Like some of that, like the design decisions decisions you're making now. Like why this style versus something else?
Okay, well, I kind of actually skipped all that, I guess. But
well, we only have an hour, so
right.
we could have spent the whole hour just doing that.
Right, exactly. So this is going to be for Larkin Farm and Petting Zoo. So it is kid-oriented, so I wanted something that was sort of cartoony.
Got it.
And that's why I chose that.
Got it.
I didn't really give you guys much background on that.
No, you're good.
Okay, so we'll do cream color.
Oh, you might have said ICS, but it's an ICO. So you're right. Icon file, ICO.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like designers, we want to customize stuff. I want things to look a certain way and stuff like that, you know. But everybody's a little different.
Okay.
I've just never seen a dialogue, you know.
Okay. I think we're pretty close with the logo. And now I'm just going to type my parents' farm's name. I'm a huge fan of Montserrat. It's as close to Gotham, which is my favorite font of all time. So.
Adjust the kerning. Just work it. Using shortcut keys, holding down Control, right?
Option and right and left.
Option and right and left arrows to increase and decrease.
Okay, it's getting pretty close.
Karen LePage, how are you doing? Hello, Joshua and Christopher.
Actually, I'm going to call this.
All right, so Hassan is interested in your YouTube channel and your tutorials if you have any out there. And if you don't, he's like, you better get on it.
I do have a bunch out there. If you just get in YouTube and search Anne Bracker.
Oh, hey, by the way, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just
Go
wanted
ahead.
to say no. Felicia's daughter, who I know Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Daughter's 7. She's digging the graphics.
Oh, awesome.
Her daughter's like digging what you're making. So
Awesome. That's awesome.
that is fun.
Okay. I think we're ready to go to the milk carton.
Wow, I like it. And the cool thing is like we know this. I'm such a jerk. I was like, we know this isn't final, right? I'm a jerk. But it's, the thing is we can change this later. You're just going to kind of throw this on there, see how it looks, do some adjustments.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we'll copy this. I do have a milk carton out there.
Sarah Martineau, you have to go. Martineau, don't go. But thank you for joining us today. Joshua Merrill, what's up?
Okay.
Gulchera is persistent. Yeah. Those are good. See, these guys we have people online, by the way, that people are asking questions, and then we have some people moderating too and answering questions as well.
Oh,
so it's
cool.
like super helpful.
Very awesome.
This is gonna be interesting. And just a time check, we have about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Halfway through. Make it faster. Build all the branding in an hour. Build it in an hour.
Oh my gosh.
She's joking. I'd be like, no, I will give you a graphic. I'm not building nothing in an hour. I don't know.
Okay, let me think here. What's a good way to do this? Okay, so I think what I want to do, I would like this to all be blue behind there. So I think what I'll do is just put a white outline. Oh, dang it. Put a white outline behind my stuff. So I'm going to copy this, paste behind, and then I'm going to change the color to white fill, white outline, and then we'll bump this up so I can start actually
Oh, that's
seeing
gonna look
it.
really good.
Okay, that's a little better.
You know those thick lines just like reminds me of Aaron Draplin. It's like thick
Thank you so much.
lines.
He's my hero.
Yeah, he was right down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw him earlier, but
He had a little fan club line.
I know. I get all nervous. I don't want to. Okay.
Now people here want to meet you. They're lining up to meet you.
That's not
They're like,
true.
how can I stalk her online? I'm like, calm down.
Not true. Not true. All right. Okay, so we've got a little nice outline now. Yeah, looks good.
What is your YouTube channel?
It is, I just changed it, so it's kind of weird, but if you just search for my name, which is Anne Bracker online, or on YouTube.
Wait, what is it?
Anne Bracker. Sanders is my, before I got married, name.
Like Bracker? B-R-A-C-K-E-R?
Yep. I hope that works. Oh, there I am.
I will post this.
Ah, thanks.
Yeah, so Jared's asking about live paint. Do you ever use live paint?
I never use it, but I have kind of messed with it. One of my things I'm trying to do is go through all the tools and do, tell people how they work and stuff. But
yeah. Shout out, hey Krista. we got people coming around.
Whoa.
Thousands of people in front of us.
Okay.
That's the lady has the hovering art directors.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
the
these
bobblehead,
guys.
the bobblehead guys.
These little guys right here. Hello.
I haven't actually seen this out of its box yet.
Interactive. This looks like a shortlist. I need it to be gold.
He needs it to be gold.
He needs it to be gold. That's gonna be a problem.
I've never seen that in my life. What are we?
That's true.
What? What is this? Caesar's Palace?
Okay.
So did Caesar live here? Caesar? Does he live here? This is Palace used to live here? From The Hangover, remember that?
No. I've seen that movie, but
He was like, he said something like, Caesar used to live here? I said, yeah. Like, or something like that. It's super funny. Where do you have your payphones? Because in case I get a page, I need to know where your payphones are. The guy's old school. So, anyways, I'm kind of trying to recite lines horribly for that movie.
Awesome.
And just to remind everybody, like, you know, we could always mention things that you've done before, and they could scrub back through the player and watch, by the way.
Okay.
Like, kind of jump back, see what
cool.
was happening, and then go from there. So.
Okay, very awesome.
That's looking really good. I like the slab serif. Is everybody silently judging your fonts? Is that what's happening? Everybody's silently or not so silently judging your fonts.
I probably would take a little more time on this because this is not actually as good as I can do. I just want to say that. I'm on the spot.
You are on the spot, but you are rolling with it because, again, this is Anne's very first time on a live stream, and you are fantastic. Just because you're like so easy to talk to, comfortable, easy style, you know, just chill. I dig it. Just chill.
What to do here?
Is this how everybody is in Kansas City? That's where you live, Kansas City?
Yeah.
Right?
It is an
Are
awesome
they all
place
chill
to live.
like ya?
Love it.
All right, checking out.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was not a black. I don't.
Camila likes the type.
All right, I like to hear that. Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
Felicia. So it is going to go ultimately in Adobe Dimension. Yeah, and we'll see what we can get done today. Obviously, like, I don't know how far we'll get. It's nice that we do have you for a live stream in about 2 weeks.
Awesome.
You might not be working on the same project, but I think it's really good to kind of reference this. It's just, I don't know, all projects are just, this is just fun to work on. This is a good fundamentals graphic design, what we're doing right now. I love it. I do. I really do.
Awesome.
Don't think I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not sarcastic. I'm always just excited.
I don't know if I believe that.
I'm not sarcastic. I think sarcasm is mean.
It kind of can be. I think
it's mean. Like, I don't think your brain knows that the person's being sarcastic. Like, your brain just hears, like, you know, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking through it still. I have issues. I don't know. Okay, so what did you just do there? Did you just drop down 2 lines?
Whoa, I actually. Oh, no.
There you go. So you did that really fast and just kind of while we were talking. How did you do that? Outside stroke? Is that what that was?
No, this is just a couple of bars. So they're clipping masked in there.
Gotcha.
They're not quite perfect, but
then you got rid of, like, you did another stroke around it that hid those.
I think that was an accident.
Oh, that was an accident. Oh, okay. I thought that was a look that you were going for.
But I wanted it to be shorter, so.
And I was going to tell you better not go for that look.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah. I'm glad I didn't do it.
You're like, this is not your farm, Paul, so you can just keep your opinions to yourself. Yes, Felicia, she is doing really great.
Oh,
Felicia's saying you're doing great. You're doing really well. Tell her that.
Oh, that is so nice.
Can you export a Photoshop 3D file and bring it into Dimension? The answer is yes, Mariam. Yes, you can.
Oh, I just learned something.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to learn a lot of some things today. Like, so you could. This might be a case where, you know, whatever. Take text, extrude it. Go with that 3D layer selected. Go up to the 3D menu, export 3D layer or something like that. It just has to be an OBJ. Is the thing, because we were talking earlier, like, honestly, there's not you discovered that there's not a milk carton on Adobe stock.
Right.
So you've got to find it from another source, and what can you import into Dimension, you know?
OBJ, MTL, right?
And,
can it be an MTL?
MTL is just like the material. But yes, you are right. So you can bring that in. But yeah, OBJ is like, it's pretty standard format. You know, again, you don't want any, you know, 3ds file, something that like might have animation in it is not gonna, you know, there's it doesn't allow for animation. So, anyways, OBJ basic file type.
I see. Okay, let's cut this right here.
All right. Did you enjoy Sneaks last night?
Yes, I was so impressed. I was blown away.
I don't know if you guys have talked about Sneaks online. I'll just shut up about it because I'm going to be thinking about that for a bit.
Is it okay to talk about them? I'm sure it is,
yes,
right?
It is.
By now.
We'll do it relative to what we're working on. So essentially, what if you drew a bunch of shapes, and one of the demos that relates to this is Physics Pack. And essentially, if you drew a bunch of farm animals, and you wanted to put those farm animals in the word farm, you could do that.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, where it's like
we could have even done that. We could have made that even more robust. Because you know, doing that as a designer is going to take forever.
Right.
But I literally gave Paul these shapes, and then here's the container shape, if you will. He's like, put 200 of these flowers in here, and that's what it did. So that was fun.
Yeah, it looked great too, by the way.
All right. Fresh and tasty.
At this point, I'm just kind of making stuff up.
Is that a good go-to? Like, you have a fun go-to? Is that a go-to shape you do? The little curly thing?
Do it.
I kind of like it.
I don't know what's going on there with that.
That is weird.
It seems glitchy to me. It's working
who
perfectly.
Made this? Who made this?
This usually doesn't happen.
That is weird. It's doing it to the bottom one, not the top one. So, Miriam, it is not out yet. Actually, I could probably click to my screen and kind of show people what the... But it was nice. I made, let's see. It was called Physics Pack.
Physics Lab? Is that what you
Physics
said?
Pack.
Physics Pack. Okay.
Can we switch to my screen? Oh, you did. Sorry. So essentially, this is what it did. Like, I'll turn this off. Like, I could show you the assets I gave him, but essentially, this is what got built, and so did the background. And all I gave Paul, all I gave him for Physics Pack was like some of these, just these assets. I gave him like this file, right? So he had all those, and then he had the shape of the skull. So, yeah. It's pretty cool. All right, back to you.
All right.
Anne's looking fantastic.
Okay, what to put on the bottom?
It's fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
It is good?
I like that.
Might be a little cheesy.
Maybe.
It's fantastic.
That's nice.
I think we got something here. You can tell it's like a Friday afternoon for me. Thank you, Elizabeth. You like my laptop cover? So this took me hours and hours and hours and hours.
Wow.
It took me forever. I did it on a live stream. So I was pushing around all these individual flowers. I had to bring in these Illustrator. I did the flowers were in Illustrator. I had to bring them into Photoshop and use the puppet warp in Photoshop, which you can now do in Illustrator. Did you know this?
I didn't know about it in Photoshop even. So.
Oh, I'm gonna blow your mind, people. You're gonna.
So is that released? Is that how, like, it's okay?
What?
You can use that puppet warp thing now?
You can use it now.
All right.
I know I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna use it. You did. How do you? What's the shortcut to lock?
Command 2.
Okay.
Are we on your screen now?
Yeah, if we could switch to my screen, I will show you. So here. Oh, right there. Thank you. I didn't see down there. Sorry. So this is what I'm talking about. This little pin right over here. Puppet warp tool. Because what do I want to do? Like, what if I want to bend him like he's really like swimming through the water? Give him a little bit more,
oh my gosh,
you know.
so cool.
So, boom, pin, you know, pin, 3 pins. And now we can move him. Oh, shoot. Results may vary.
I didn't expect that. Okay.
Okay, I wasn't expect that either. Let's stretch him out. So results may vary,
right?
But that's kind of what's going on. It does depend on how complex the object is.
Okay.
I could have something like it could be scaling strokes.
Okay.
In which case it's just going to distort it. So you do have to watch out for some things. So that's kind of what's going on.
I see.
But again, that's what it does. Stretch them out. I will pick another better example next time. So let's go back to your screen, Miss Skim Milk. So I'm making up all sorts of names for you. Fantastic.
So I need to find. There's some nutrition facts in here. Oh, here they are.
Does anybody else out there in the world, especially for our international audience, find it confusing that it's Kansas City that's in Missouri? Anybody find that confusing? That's not confusing at all. Say you're coming from another country. Oh, I'm going to go to Kansas City. Oh, I better fly to Kansas. No, it's in Missouri.
It's half and half.
It is half.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's even more disturbing because you could have actually picked Kansas, because it's between the two. You could have just said Kansas.
Right. That's but
who's making these decisions?
I know.
All right.
I think I'm going to put this down here. By the way, I just pulled this logo in. It's not something I created while it was on your screen.
Oh, that's good. That is good. I love how quickly this is coming together. Time check, we'll probably have about 10 minutes.
Okay, so I should finish up.
Yeah.
Let me just
I don't know. I kind of want to see I have not dropped. Have you gone through this? Have you actually put it into Dimension?
Yeah,
Okay,
I tried it.
Gotcha.
It sort of works.
Okay, gotcha. And we'll talk about this. I mean, it is 1.0, so it's like, we're looking for your feedback.
Right. Okay. So, oh my.
Ooh, I like it. Zigzag, and what did you like? Yes.
And then,
you're
yeah.
such a pro. Stop it. You're like, it's just gonna make a cool little badge. I'm like, ugh. I've been going out and buying assets this whole time.
Sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Zigzag. Do you make everything from scratch, or do you end up with a library of things? Or you just kind of make it from scratch?
I do keep a library, just because I don't like rebuilding. Nobody likes that, right?
So you do keep a library?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, wrong way.
Just for the record, you could always pull from the library if you want to.
Yeah.
What
do you mean?
Don't feel like you have to create everything from scratch for everyone on the live stream.
Absolutely. Okay, I see what you mean.
But I love watching this. That's the thing. Like I love how fast you move. You're like thoroughly entertaining to watch.
Awesome. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, what? You haven't even started selling the milk yet, and it's already award winning. What's happening
yes,
here?
That's correct.
I don't know, something's fishy about this.
Okay. Let's get that zigzag off of there.
Paul Weaver, where are you from? I don't know where Paul Weaver is from.
Oops.
Hassan, you could watch my live streams. Usually I'll probably, I don't know. Mondays usually, I'll do stuff on Facebook. Yeah, just just follow me on Twitter is the easiest thing to do. So.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up really quick.
Did you think I did a good job hosting, Steve's?
Huh?
Did I do a good job?
Yes, you did.
All right, enough about me. Back to you. Look, it took first place.
It did.
First place in this. How? It's amazing. Hasn't even started selling. It already took first place in the local.
Right, whatever. First place in their daughter's mind.
Yeah.
All right. So just because of time constraints, and I probably would put something down here because it looks really blank, but we're running out of time and I want to get this onto Dimension, like you said. So, I am going to just hide this, hide the template, and now I just got the design, so we'll do a save for web. And transparency PNG. That looks pretty good. Okay. Then I will save it here. Okay, so now to Dimension.
Yeah.
Now I haven't used Dimension very much since
Don't
it's
worry.
brand new.
Hey, guess what? It's only been out like 3 days. It's okay.
So I might be clicking around in here a while.
Please
but,
do. We're all learning together.
Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and put this out. I am going to import a 3D model. So this is the milk carton I was telling you about. This is the one. Okay. What's the best way?
What do you want to do?
Maybe I want to see the whole, there we go. Okay, so we have our milk carton, and at this point, we can just import and place the graphic as a decal.
Perfect.
Oh, but you have to select the milk carton first. To do that, you can't be on the hand tool, you have to be on the selection tool. So we'll go back, import, place graphic as decal. Now I have to remember, oh, no, here it is. Here we go. All right, and now we should be able to resize. Gotta.
Yeah, and it gets a little tricky, like we're just working in 3D space like this. Looks
But
like
check
you got
this
it. You're
out,
holding
it's
down the
warping based on.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'll move this over. Whoops. I'll put it back over here. That looks pretty good. Oh, maybe make it a little bit smaller. Let me zoom out too. Well, it looks like I need to actually build some stuff up here to make it look really nice. But because when I make it big, then it starts falling off the sides. So
it's looking really good, and honestly, I was like, we only have 10 minutes, and you're just coming in a Dimension. You already have it like so much of it set up. It was literally file, image. We still have stuff to do, but yeah.
Right. Maybe I will extend this up and see what happens. Let's just go do that real quick.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just take that entire half and see if we can get this to work. And I'll save this for web again with transparency. We'll replace that other one. Let's give it a shot. Okay. I have to click over here at my, it says scene, but they're kind of like layers. right?
Yeah, if it makes you feel more comfortable calling them layers, we can call them layers.
They're layers.
Yeah, that's like important. Like,
yeah,
that's
if I
going to
click
change with the
carton-
properties down below, of course.
Oh yeah, that too. Ooh. Okay, we'll play with that in a minute, but I'm just going to delete this one and upload the other one. Or not. Try that again. Oh yeah, did the same mistake that I made the first time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, it is interesting because anytime you have to, this is the only place where when you have to import something, you have to have something selected.
Yeah,
Import,
and yeah, I'm not used to that totally.
And one thought for that is, it's like Adobe XD, which likes to design and prototype apps, allows you to just drag and drop from the desktop.
Really?
That would be great if you can grab an image and drop it onto the 3D object and just like map it onto it.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, still got some work to do, but you guys can kind of see what to do here if you get in here.
So if you look right over here, you're visually changing properties when you can also like adjust this way. You're actually for the scale.
Oh, I see.
I don't know about the position. You have decal selected.
Okay. So you're talking about the milk carton itself?
No, I was talking about the actual decal. I was like, we could. I'm trying to figure out.
So if I change
that,
this to...
that's the side. That is the position.
Oh, check that out.
Okay, so yeah, scale and then position. And we have about 2 minutes.
Whoa.
What? It's crazy.
Well, I'll try
it's
to show you
looking really good
some...
though. Can you drop in a background? Put a background in
yeah,
there.
ooh, a background. We'll put this one in. Oh, this is very exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna change my decal, or actually the whole milk carton.
So what this says, right over here, we want to be able to create an environment light, match the sunlight, all the lighting to match, and then match the camera perspective. So click OK.
Okay. Oh.
And it's actually getting the lighting from the image. It put it on that plane, and now we can adjust accordingly. It got darker. We only have 1 minute.
Okay, so I'm going to go
2
in
minutes.
here. 2 minutes.
Sweet.
Okay, let me... Oh, no, what did I do? I'll undo that. I saw a bunch of... Maybe it's this one. It's these. It's the lighting one. Or no, this. This is it. So you can change a bunch of stuff with these tools.
Okay, yeah.
And make it match a little better if it's not quite working out. Oh, that's not a good one.
No.
Maybe
that
this
was pretty
is
good.
the best one. Yeah.
You did that so fast. I was like, we're not gonna have any time. Boom. And it looks like it's done. It's done.
Okay,
Pack it. Ship it. Make sure it has an expiration date.
It's already award winning, so we have that taken care of.
I would say you're award winning.
Aw, thanks. Okay, so we got a little bit of time.
So good. I think we're winding down now. Oh, this is really fun. Dave Warner's going to come up doing some live character animation right after us. Did you want to say something?
I was like, ooh, look at that one.
It is very good. Any closing words?
No, just thanks you guys for coming.
Yeah.
I really had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. You'll see. Okay. And in 2 weeks, and myself for a live stream. 1 minute.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, Dave Warner's coming up next. Character animator.
Oh my god.
So like you just drew that cow, he could take that cow and I'm gonna make it talk and dance and do all this silly stuff.
I wish I had
That's that guy.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool.
That will be awesome.
So thank you, everybody out there, and to our hundreds of people.
Hundreds.
Out.
Yes.
At Adobe Max. Good?
Okay.
Cool. Is that clock right? Oh, okay, we have 30 seconds. So, this is uncomfortable. No, I'm just joking. But thank you so much, everybody. Tim and Mariam, Laura, Felicia, Jer, Thomas, Cody, everybody that was watching. We also appreciate your comments. Thank you so much. And
thank you, guys.
Bye, everybody. Stick around. Dave Warner next.